Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Nested on the tip of the Maine Peninsula, this small coastal town is steeped in history with a legacy of farming and fishing along the rugged Atlantic shore. But beyond its picturesque charm, Cape Elizabeth holds a mystery that has quietly lingered for over 2 decades. A man breaks into people's homes under the cover of night, but this isn't a thief looking for valuables. His intentions are far more unnerving. Slipping up the stairs with unsettling precision, he enters the bedrooms of unsuspecting residents, standing, silently watching them as they sleep.
There were a total of 10 reports that came of a man who was breaking into people's homes.
Cape Intruder has never been caught.
This is a story that hasn't gone unnoticed. Numerous podcasts, videos, and TikToks have explored the case, all referencing a single police sketch of the man with no discernible origin. Yet as I dove deeper into these accounts, I noticed a glaring issue. Nearly every retelling shares one unfortunate trait. None seem to cite a credible primary source. When sources are mentioned, they often lead to articles like these. These articles, almost identical in tone and content, were all published in the year 2022, raising a troubling question. How could a case that supposedly began in 2005 have all of its written records emerge 17 years later, with hardly a trace of original information? At this point, I began to suspect that this might just be another urban legend. But curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to dig deeper. After hours of combing through sources, one finally led me to something promising, a primary source. A blog written by Jeff Inglis, published on April 7th, 2005. Here, hidden in the context of local Crime Watch discussions, was the earliest known mention of the Cape Intruder. The blog describes how residents had reported a man repeatedly entering homes in the neighborhood and watching them while they slept, emphasizing no one was harmed, nothing was taken, and the intruder fled as soon as residents awoke. This discovery was significant. While the blog didn't hold much additional information, the fact that someone had documented it at the time was enough to keep me searching. Determined to uncover the truth, I turned to newspaper archives from Cape Elizabeth, Portland, and the neighboring areas. Soon enough, the search paid off. Not just one article, but 4. The first, from the Portland Press-Herald, dated March 8th, 2005, predating Jeff Inglis's blog by nearly a month. The article read, "The search for a late-night intruder who slips into homes around Mitchell Road while people are inside has police taking a closer look at 2 residents of the neighborhood. Captain Brent Sinclair said they have a couple people of interest but do not plan to contact them until more information can be confirmed." Brent Sinclair. A simple Google search brought me to his page on the Cape Elizabeth website. A contact button. I clicked it. If I wanted more information, this was the guy. Not only was he cited in this article, but Captain Sinclair was the only person quoted in any of the 2022 articles. I reached out, asking for any information he was willing to disclose. But after waiting several days, I received no reply. Still on the search for more information, I dove back into the newspaper archives. Then I found a second article from the Portland Press-Herald, this time dated March 22nd, 2005. While the front page carried only a small note on the case, the details were telling. It read, "A composite sketch of a home intruder in Cape Elizabeth has produced a few calls," says the police chief. I went to page 2, uncovering more. Police continue to investigate leads in the case of an intruder who has been entering homes around Mitchell Road. A recently released composite sketch has generated a few calls. The intruder has entered unlocked homes in the area 4 times between August and February. In each case, he was startled and ran away. In some cases, the victims were sleeping and he fled when they woke. There it was. The image that had haunted Cape Elizabeth and the source of a legend that would linger for nearly 20 years. A month later, the Portland Press-Herald released yet another update on April 1st of 2005. Earlier in March, nearly 20 concerned citizens gathered at the fire department for an update about the intruder who has entered at least 4 homes in the Mitchell Road area. The intruder, who is still at large, began invading homes last August. The intrusions occurred between 11:30 p.m. and 2:15 a.m. at homes with unlocked doors, Captain Brent Sinclair told the People at the March 16th meeting. The last incident occurred in February, but police are still concerned. Since releasing the composite, several dozen callers have told the department they believe they recognize the subject. And that's it. To the best of my knowledge, these articles contain all of the information presently available online about the mysterious Cape Intruder. So now there's the question, did this actually happen? While there's lots of skepticism online, I think there's large possibility that this event did occur, with lots of discussion around police progress in their investigation and some mentions of persons of interests. It's clear that the police thought this was real enough to act on. Considering the time which this occurred and the estimated age of the man to be around 25 years at the time, in all likelihood, he's still out there, and he may just be waiting to strike again.